Welcome, my name is Melissa with Handmade by Melissa Rhoads. Today I'm going to show you how to make the bobble stitch. So when it comes to bobbles, this is what they look like. They're kind of staggered here. At least this pattern is staggered a little. Bobble stitch you can use for a lot of different things. You can use it for hats, you can use it for blankets, you can use it for purses. The way that I have done bobble stitch here though, with this pattern, the bobbles come out on the one side. The other side is not so bobbly. You are starting with a bobble pattern, it recommends to do multiples, your base multiples of 3, and then add 2. So my chain base here, I did 15 chains and then added 2, so 17 total. And then I started with a single stitch, so there's 17 single stitches here for the base to start this pattern. Going back the other way, I chain 1 and turn, and we are going to single crochet into the first single crochet here, and then we're going to do what is called a cluster in most patterns, the bobble part. The cluster in patterns, you'll see it as CL. We're yarning over, inserting the hook, pulling through, and we're going to kind of stretch it up here to about the size of a double crochet. And then we're going to yarn over and pull this yarn piece through just the first 2 stitches. And now there's 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over again, go into that same stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, and we're only pulling through those first 2 loops. So now there is 3. And we are going to continue this until we have 6 total on our hook. So I'm yarning over, inserting back into that same stitch, grabbing the yarn, pulling it through, yarning over, pulling through the first 2 stitches. Now there's 4. Yarn over, back in through the same stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops only. And now we have 5, so I need 1 more. Yarn over, insert hook, pull that through, yarn over, and pull through the first 2 loops. So now there is 6 loops total on our hook. We're going to yarn over one last time for this cluster, and we're going to pull that through all 6 loops. And that is our first bobble cluster. So we are going to single crochet into the next stitch, and then that kind of tightens that into place. Single crochet into the next stitch, and now the following stitch we're going to do another cluster, another bobble. So we yarn over, insert our hook, pull through, but we're kind of yanking it up here to kind of give it height. We're going to yarn over and pull through just the first 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over again, and pull through just the first 2. Yarn over, insert into the same, pull through, yarn over again, insert only in the first 2 loops. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull it through, yarn over again, and we're only going through the first 2 loops. So we have 5, we're going to need 1 more, yarn over, insert our hook, pull through, yarn over, pull it through the first 2. Now we have 6 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over 1 more time and pull that through all 6 loops. And that is our next bobble or cluster. Single crocheting into the next stitch, single crocheting into the next stitch. So that is our start so far. I'm going to do it one more time to show you here in the next. Yarn over, pull through, kind of heighten it, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 only, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over again, pull through the first 2 only, have 4, so we got 2 more of these to go, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, yarn over, insert our hook, pull through the first 2 only. So now I have 6 loops, yarn over, pull through. All right, we're going to continue that to the end. I'll meet you there. So I'm at the end. I had room for 1 bobble and a single stitch. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to go back the other way with a single crochet in each stitch. And you want to count because to make sure that you're doing the same amount of stitches. We started at 7 or 17. The top of your bobble stitches are going to be pretty wide, so be careful as you're going across. 17. So this is how the pattern goes. You do your first bobble row, then you do a row of single crochet, and then you go back the other way. The first one we started, we only single crocheted in the first one. The second row, going back after you do your single crochet, you're going to do 2 single crochets instead of 1. So I'm doing 2, and this helps to stagger the rows as you go down your bobbles. So our first bobble here. Pulling through the first 2. Need 1 more. And now I pull through all 6. Single crochet into the next 2. Next bobble. Oops, I almost did a puff. 1 yarn over, insert, pull through those first 2 loops, yarn over, insert, pull through the first 2, yarn over, insert, pull through the first 2, 6, yarning over, pulling through all 6. Insert. Two single crochets and then another cluster or bobble. I got 6 loops. 2 single crochets. I'm gonna grab more yarn here. Getting that first single crochet after the cluster can be a little tricky. Now there's 6, pull through all 6 loops. Looks like I have room to just single crochet this off here. So you'll just repeat those rows then. You'll do another single crochet row over top and go back the other way, starting with 1 single crochet. And then you do another single crochet row after your puff row, and then start with 2 single crochets. And you just keep going back and forth like that. That is your bobble stitch. Thank you so much for watching.